This is a story about a young businessman who learned an unforgettable lesson, not in a boardroom, but on a bustling city street. It's a reminder that the greatest rewards often come from the most unexpected places. Leo was the picture of modern success, or so he thought. Dressed in a sharp suit, he navigated the city's concrete canyons with a furrowed brow and a constantly ringing phone. His life was a frantic chase for the next big deal, the next quarterly target. Yet with every achievement, an unsettling emptiness grew within him. He was winning the race, but losing his sense of purpose. One particularly grueling afternoon, as a deal fell through, Leo stormed out of his high-rise office, his mind a tempest of stress and frustration. He barely noticed the world around him until he almost tripped over an old man sitting peacefully against a brick wall. The man, whose name was Elias, had the calm eyes of a person who had seen 1,000 storms and found peace in the eye of each one. He was a beggar, but his serene presence was more commanding than any CEO Leo had ever met. Annoyed at the interruption but moved by a flicker of pity, Leo reached into his pocket and pulled out a handful of bills. He thrust the money towards the old man, a quick transaction to soothe his own conscience before hurrying on. But Elias didn't take the money. Instead, he smiled gently and held out a small, intricately carved wooden bird. "This is for you," he said, his voice raspy but kind. "I have a secret to share. The true measure of wealth isn't what you have, but what you give away without expecting anything in return. Give your time, your skills, your kindness. That is where you'll find what you're truly searching for." Leo was taken aback. He took the small bird, its smooth wood warm against his palm. The beggar's words, simple yet profound, echoed in his mind, cutting through the noise of his ambition. That brief encounter planted a seed in Leo's soul. He returned to his office not with a plan for revenge on his competitors, but with a new vision. The beggar's words played over and over in his head. He started to look at his business differently. Instead of focusing solely on profit margins and aggressive expansion, he began to ask, how can we provide real value? How can we genuinely help our clients? This shift in perspective was revolutionary. His company began developing products that solved real-world problems, offering services that prioritized customer well-being over a quick sale. His employees, inspired by his newfound purpose, became more passionate and innovative. To everyone's surprise, especially Leo's, the business didn't just survive, it thrived. Profits soared, but more importantly, a sense of shared purpose and fulfillment permeated the office. Leo himself felt a lightness he hadn't experienced in years. The gnawing emptiness was replaced by a quiet, steady joy. A year later, Leo was a changed man. His success was greater than he had ever imagined, but it was his inner peace that he treasured most. He often thought of the old beggar and the simple, powerful truth he had shared. One sunny afternoon, holding the small wooden bird, he went back to the same street corner, eager to find Elias and share the incredible impact of his lesson. He wanted to thank him, to show him the fruits of his wisdom, but the spot against the brick wall was empty. Leo asked the nearby shopkeepers and street vendors if they had seen the serene old man, but no one seemed to remember him. It was as if Elias had been a mirage, a fleeting whisper of wisdom meant only for him. The beggar was gone, but his secret remained, forever carved not in wood but in Leo's heart. And that is Leo's story. It serves as a powerful testament to the idea that true fulfillment is found not in acquiring, but in giving. The most valuable treasures in life are often the ones we share freely, expecting nothing in return. A lesson that can transform a life of frantic getting into one of joyful giving.